Well, why is YouTube chat on screen? It's fine. Never does it when I want it to do it. Toto tsuratsure ga kita. Your sleepy witch has descended from the stars. Hello, starshines. It is I, your turning star color sheep, Sleepy Stellaria, here to soothe your hearts, help grant your wishes. Hello, starshines. It's the end of the month, and you know what that means. We're back with another monthly media in review. Oh, let's say hello. Let's say hello. Ten of Pentacles for JC. That checks out. That checks out. Let me say hello. Hi Yor, hi Wilty, hi Nimby, hi Rekla, hi Bardu, hi Notan, hi Rebel, hi JC. Everything is coming up, JC. Everything is coming up. Oh, hi Amy. Oh my gosh, I knew I saw you. You did eto ble, but I got distracted by the Two of Cups, Wilty predicting the future. I'm dumbfounded. You know what? Probably. I don't know why Tarot blessed me today, but I will take it. They've given me so many swords that now they gave me the ace. Ace in the hole. I'm ready. I gotta get blessed before I get cursed. It's okay. Loss. You don't even know. Chat, you don't even know. May got away from me so quickly. I don't know where it went. And when I sat down to think about what I've done new over the past month, also hi Hydem, just ever, forever and always, every time without fail. I feel like it's just 2025 has been the year where I'm like, where'd the month go? Every single month consecutively, but it's just been a year so far. I'm so glad you went and did that, because if I wasn't streaming, I would have wanted to. I love you. Amazing. JC's media review. He play fantasy life. It fun. He hate me. What's up, Bardu? How you doing? Hi, Kami-tan. Oh yeah, I'm very ready. I was born ready. It has been a year. It's been a year. Today we're doing media review. Tomorrow we're doing a mental health charity stream, and Sunday in the Solarium we're watching a Minecraft movie. We got a lot going on. Oh no. Kami-tan, no, not the burnout, no! I'm so sorry. That's why you gotta get all the ape. To counteract it. You know? And for what? For you? No. I'm never ready for you. No. Not once ever am I ready for Notan's media review. Not even one time have I been ready. But yeah, when I think about May, I once again didn't really get up to a whole lot of new stuff, but I am going to talk about what I did get up to. Can't wait to hear about what y'all got up to. It's true. That would be amazing. Especially because, like, even game-wise on stream, we've just been continuing playing the same thing. So we're not doing a whole lot of new stuff. I think the only new thing I watched... I mean, I think like I didn't do the whole slideshow. The only new thing I watched has been a Minecraft movie. I've just been continuing watching the same things. There are games that I've been playing... just not as, I feel like not a whole lot. Not a whole lot of new. I was finishing up or continuing things. That being said, it is time for Sleepy's monthly media in review. A dewey time. What? If this is your first time or you don't know what that is where I talk about any sort of media that I consumed over the past month. It's the end of May, so it's what I did in May. I typically keep it to things that are new to me, but I don't always, and no one else is expected to do this. That's just what I choose to do. But yeah, I'll yap for a bit, go through my little presentation. That's going to be fairly short, probs. And then I open up the floor to hearing from you guys. I do put out a Google form about a week every month before media review in case people want to fill out their quote-unquote homework. But you are not required to do so, and you are more than welcome to still come chat with me when I open the floor via Discord call in the Stellarium, whether you fill it out or not. Hi, Goobo! Thanks for the follow! Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. That's oomph. That's oomph. How you doing? Oh, that's very sweet of you to do so. Anyway, it's going well. I'm excited to get into what I did this month, because some good stuff, even if not a lot of stuff. You just watched an episode of Columbo. That's oomph! Points, that's oomph! I mean, sometimes it be like that, right? Sometimes there's not a whole lot going. That's oomph! That's oomph! You get it. So, what I watched was a Minecraft movie, which again we'll be watching in the Stellarium on Sunday. If you want to join and watch us, if you're not, and watch with us if you are not a part of it. That's what we'll be up to. Old Man Yowie! Yes! Old Man Yowie. So, a Minecraft movie. Four misfits find themselves suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal. To get back home, they'll have to embark on a quest with an expert crafter. You know, I am Steve. Together, their adventure will challenge them to be bold and to reconnect with the qualities that make each of them uniquely creative. Creative mode. Wonk. The very skills they need to thrive back in the real world. And it's funny you mentioned Old Man Yowie, because this is the image I chose to have. It's just of Old Man Yowie. So I went into this with, you know, low expectations, of course. I've heard horror stories of the theaters. I was like, yeah, let's watch a Minecraft movie with my friends, because I was asked to, and why not? I love Minecraft. I don't mind watching a film if it's gonna be bad. That's okay. I can hand over a couple hours for that. And it was an experience, capital E. Capital E. It does feel like 15 minutes. It was over so fast. Nothing happened, but it was over so fast. And yet everything happened. It was a fun watch. It was, you know, you gotta go into it not taking it seriously, which I kinda, a lot of the time I was like, that's not how it works in the game. That's not how it works in the game. But that's just my brain. That's how I do things. So gamer brain is like, well, actually. But you have to suspend some amount of disbelief for a Minecraft movie, and that is okay. Chicken jockey indeed. Chicken jockey. Actually, you can't craft like that. But that's okay. It was a fun watch. Clearly, since I now want to infect the starshines with it. And yeah, Old Man Yowie. So much of what was in this movie was so unimportant that it's comical. And I say that affectionately. Is it a good film? I mean, it's not a good movie, but it is peak cinema. if you know what I mean. Hi, CG, nice paper star. Old Man Yelly, exactly. I'll water bucket clutch IRL. I'll die in Minecraft IRL. I'll die in Minecraft right now. Suspending gamer brain is so difficult, Goomba. What am I supposed to do? You did not miss it, Jolty. Hi, we just started. I'm talking about Old Man Yelly. Yes. Yeah, you missed it, actually. We're heading out now. See ya. See ya, Jolty. I'm sorry. So, speaking of gamer brain, well, hold on. It made me want to boot up Minecraft again, which I want to do anyway, but it made me want to boot up Minecraft, so success. Success. I'm thinking of that Streamers vs. Minecraft event where they put all the PNGs of Steve around the spawn area. That was pretty funny. No, Jolty, I'm kidding. You're just in time. You're early. You're perfect. Don't worry. Don't mind. You're okay. Got me thinking about hosting Minecraft stuff again. We'll see. I don't know. I'm so busy. I'm so tired. But I want to do thing. Where is all the time and energy to do thing? No idea. I give the head pats around here. And you know that. You know that, actually. You are completely cognizant of that fact, and yet you choose to do this? How dare you? Video games. Gamer brain, what did I start in May? So, I started Claire Obscure Expedition 33. We started Yes, Your Grace Snowfall. And we started the Sea of Stars DLC, Throes of the Watchmaker. I got 2 French RPGs on here. Can you believe it? So French. Oui. Kami-tan fell asleep. Yippee. Well, you know, burnout is in the cards, unfortunately. Head pat to Kami. So we're getting very French in gaming this month. 2 out of 3 French RPGs. Starting with Claire Obscure Expedition 33. So, society lives in fear of the Gamage, a mysterious ritual carried out each year by an entity known as the Paintress. Each year, when she awakens, she paints a single number on a distant monolith. Every person whose age matches is immediately erased from existence. This event happens without explanation or pattern and threatens humanity with eventual extinction. So guess what, guys? It's the 33s this year. I am disappearing into flower petals on my birthday this year. It was nice knowing all of you. Thanks for everything. The Gamage will be taking me. Cause I turned 33. They're gonna get me. The Patriots is gonna get me. I have a lot of feelings about Claire Obscure so far. Oh, Gamage. It's true. 33, yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I have a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts about Claire Obscure, and most of them I cannot share because I feel like even breathing about this game is a spoiler. But it has made me cry like 4 times. It made me cry 30 minutes into it. It made me cry another hour into it. It made me cry a few more hours into it. I've cried at least 4 times at the game. Yeah, at least. And also, I'm very mad at it right now. No spoiler. I'm not finished with it. I'm also very mad at it right now. But that's also a feeling. I guess you better play then. I'm having a bit older than you. Well, I'm finally aged like wine. Hi, Ikari! And yeah, JC has me nervous because he was like, it got ruined for him at the end. But I'm gonna play it to completion anyway. And I am enjoying my time with it. It is lovely. It has interesting world and interesting characters. The battle system is surprisingly complex and in-depth, with a lot that can be customized to your playstyle. I love adding in like timed things to battle, a good return to form for turn-based, sort of combining mechanics from like older Final Fantasy, you know, Chrono Trigger a little bit, Sea of Stars even, and Persona, fun stuff. You got quite a cast of characters, a pretty small cast of characters for your main cast, but they're all interesting in their own ways. Their interactions are very interesting to observe and see how they deal with this world and the things going on and how that affects their senses of self and how they interact with each other. It's very, I need to know what's happening. It's bothering me that I don't know more yet. I'll say that. I need to know. I need to know. How are you, Ikari? Don't kick out the French that much. I can't DM you my feelings, CG, because you're not far enough in the game yet. How far even were you? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'll probably cry a 5th time. I almost did earlier. Yeah, I almost did earlier. But I'm also someone who gets very emotionally invested in things, especially fictional media. And I love a good RPG. I love a good RPG more than anything. So I'm really hoping it doesn't get ruined for me as well. But we'll see, huh? Then how do you... Be gone, spoiler rat. Be gone, spoiler rat. How do you know so much then, huh? How do you know so much then, huh? Ikari just cried reading a random fanfic you somehow wrote back in 6th grade. Good cry? Cringe cry? What was it about? What was it for? Oh, that makes more sense. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. I won't yell at you anymore. You don't have to be sorry for not doing your homework. Sometimes there's not a lot of media. Good cry, cringe cry, French cry. French fry. French fry. French cry, French fry. I also have been playing Yes Your Grace Snowfall, which is the sequel to the first game, Yes Your Grace. I baited for this, and I was really excited, and I'm having a good time with it. Honestly, so far playing the first game isn't completely necessary, but it does give you a better sense of characters and events. But so much is different that you can kind of get context for what happened even if you don't have it. The French will fry. Good cry? I'm glad. So 1 year after the invasion by Etana has ended, King Eric is still living with the regrets of the past. As his ghosts continue to haunt him and a crisis drives Eric from the safety of Grevno Castle, he and Queen Aurelia find themselves having to navigate the harsh winter while keeping their children safe, forging new alliances, and taking back their home. Hopefully no more murdered daughters. No comment. No comment. No comment. So far, I am enjoying the update on the graphics where they kept their same style but sort of polished and perfected it. Added a lot more animations and interesting like scenery, cleaned up the UI a bunch, added some really pretty lighting. You know, aesthetically, fantastic. I'm enjoying the expanded gameplay mechanics and systems they got going on. It's a lot more hands-on than the first game was. I will say I do, despite more probably happening overall, I think the writing so far might be a bit weaker to me, but in no way is unenjoyable. I'm still curious and invested in what's going on and the stories of these characters and the world. And I look forward to seeing what happens, because it will probably be misery. Because if, I try and keep things spoiler free here, but if you don't know, it's just a lot of misery. You do your best here, and sometimes, a lot of the time, it just doesn't go well. You tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, it all still blew up in your face. But you gotta keep going. You gotta keep trying. Hi, Scully! Why are we gasping? You hate how good you wrote as a preteen. I love that for you. I want to read. Weaker, a sequel not as good as the original? I am shocked and appalled. Okay. So yes, that is pretty typical. I do feel like aesthetically and gameplay-wise, it is an improvement. But I do feel like the writing's weaker. We'll see. Next, we have another French RPG, the Sea of Stars DLC, Throes of the Watchmaker, which, as previously stated, is the new free DLC to the French RPG retro-inspired love letter, Sea of Stars, which if you haven't played, I highly recommend. If you enjoy classic RPGs, turn-based combat, whimsy, beautiful pixel art and animations, and a lovable cast of characters. Yeah, I've heard that too. That was a really funny pun. It's pretty good. So this is a not continuation of Sea of Stars. It's kind of like they kind of just throw you in towards the end of your gameplay of the main story. But Solstice Warriors Valere and Zale are sent on an adventure into the miniature clockwork world of Horloge, where a cursed carnival threatens its denizens. To survive, they'll need to play by unfamiliar rules. This world plays by the rules. You must commit to the bit, basically. And confront not only the mischievous puppeteer and her minions, but also their own darker traits.
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it. That scared me. Didn't I kill you to death for saying JRPG is a genre instead of a regional marker? No, but I do have a lot of strong feelings about it. Not because... That's a whole discussion. I do have a lot of strong feelings about it. And I do feel like when you call...
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it. And I do feel like when you call something not even American a Japanese role-playing game, it's a little bit diminishing of the culture that is probably imparted on it, be it language or folklore or just general cultural things. So calling a French RPG a Japanese role-playing game, I feel like is a little bit... I don't like it, but I understand. And I do... Hello?
Just fix it.
Just fix it. While I do agree that those classic systems and like storytelling beats can definitely classify as a genre, because there is a difference between just like RPG and Western RPG, I feel like, there needs to be something for it. Japan-esque. I don't know. I would like a term for it that doesn't feel, I'm not sure, Hot Zale on the screen. Of course, I gotta have Hot Zale on the screen. When I was choosing what my accompanying image would be, I'm like, I really like this shot of Hot Zale. Look at that Narcissus King's face. I hate him. I love him. She's inspired by wizardry. You're right. I would just like a term. I don't know what. Here's my question. I have a question, JC. Because I'm curious. Final Fantasy VII would be a JRPG. Would Final Fantasy VII Remake be a JRPG? Question mark? Revealing looking. You met Hot Valaire. Oh man, I can't wait to meet Hot Valaire. I keep getting distracted on all the side things. Hello?
Week is switched to week. That will be hectic.
That will be hectic. Who's here is getting a Switch 2 or has one reserved for them? New homework for the starshines. Make a new term for JRPG. I do think the RPG for like Claire Obscure and Sea of Stars is funny though. It's you better be kidding. You better be kidding. James RPG. That's just games that you like. That's just games that you like. Did I read Greedfall mentioned and I missed it? Because I know I read the words Greedfall and then I got distracted. I'm also not Switch 2ing. Wow! Turns. Oh! How dare you? How dare you? How dare everyone? That would be fun, we'll see. Always get sad when you try and play things and you get nerfed by your PC. You did mention Greedfall. Okay, I didn't make that up in my head. Yeah, I'm not saying I would never ever get one. Maybe in the future. There's things I want to play that were like announced, but not enough for me to money hard, and then not enough for me to want to do that. And if there were to be one, I'd like a special, yeah, exactly as Robert just said. A special edition. There's games I want to play. It just isn't feasible for the foreseeable future, and it's just not worth it right now. And then the games are gonna be so expensive, and pain. Literature. Here are things I read. I read Such Sharp Teeth, and I read Marriage of Convenience. One of these is a book. One of these is a manhwa. So, Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison is a drama, horror, comedy, sort of coming of age tale, except as an adult. But it had those story themes. Rory Morris reluctantly returns to her hometown to support her pregnant twin sister Scarlett. After a night out, she hits an animal with her car and is attacked. Surviving, she discovers she's unnaturally strong, repelled by Silver, and drawn to the moon, hinting at a monstrous transformation. She must decide if embracing her new nature endangers her loved ones or leads to self-acceptance. Yeah, she becomes a werewolf. She becomes a werewolf. And I had to use a silly werewolf image because it's not like, the only thing I have is the cover for it. The only thing I have is the cover for it. But I enjoyed my time with I've been enjoying my time with Such Sharp Teeth. I wouldn't say it's exactly my cup of tea, but it uses the werewolf thing in a pretty interesting way. By not only having her transform physically, but by having to navigate her own feelings that she had before that. So while she's transformed, she can't control a lot of the feelings that she already had as a person, like issues with her mother, or her rage, or her self-esteem, or her violent urges that she already had, her vulnerabilities. And just, a lovely story of sisterhood, which is always fun to see. Rachel manages to make it funny at the same time, even while being kind of spooky. And, she also had made a transformation in her personal life, moving on from past traumas, past people, but her new physical transformation has put her back in a spot where she has to confront those things once again, you know, no matter how much quote unquote better you get, no matter how many changes you make or how much you think you've healed, there will always be scars that don't heal. There will always be someone who can't understand you, and there will always be people who will still be hurt by or mad at you for things in the past. I thought it's a pretty lovely tale, despite being kind of silly and memey in premise in the way that it's handled. And it doesn't shy away from being silly, which is nice. But it does do horror well. It's just that the horror isn't about the werewolf stuff. The horror is about the complexities of being a human being, which I think is arguably way scarier. And especially as someone who has a hard time dealing with anger, the horror that stems from letting anger build in you, not having any release for it, and then eventually, because of extenuating circumstances and things out of your control, it just ends up consuming you and everything around you. Maybe we're the monsters. Yes, Jules, you can go first. Because I know time zones. And it also has sweet romance, which I'm a sucker for. So, you know, yeah. The romance was, you know, very sweet, very sweet. It made my heart warm. Good read. Interesting. I need to read more of my books. What if you're the monster? I don't know. What if you are? What if you are, Wilty? That's okay. Man. Are we the fatties? And then I read Marriage of Convenience. Not a book, but, you know, manhwa. Bianca de Arno was a ruthless countess, infamous for being a wicked and selfish wife, while her husband, Count Zachary de Arno, bravely risked his life out on the battlefield. She sat at home and spent his money. Shaking my head. It wasn't until her final day that Bianca realized the error of her ways. Before she dies, she prays for a second chance, swearing she'll do better, and wakes up in her 19-year-old body. She starts to see everything in a second light, starting with her husband. I have conflicting feelings on Marriage of Convenience. I have conflicting feelings and convictions about Marriage of Convenience. I could not find a good image, so just have a hug. Oh, Ikari, you've read it? Let's go! I liked it. I will say, I liked it. But it also made me squint at it a lot. If the husband secretly turned out to be a woman, then lesbians would win forever. I read this to completion. Once things started picking up, I felt like I couldn't put it down. I really ended up liking Bianca. She starts out as a truly, genuinely not, like, good person. In things for very selfish reasons. She's like, I'll do better, and that's great, right? It's great that she decided she'd do better, but it takes a while for those more altruistic traits and feelings to actually start to be genuine for her. So it was a very human telling of her, I feel like, which I enjoyed. I liked that she wasn't one note in that. It wasn't just, oh, I fluffed up, I'm reborn, I'm now 100% like a saint, right? She had to work for that character development. She still had to suffer her first life, and she still had to suffer while she figured it out in her second chance. She's a very remarkable person. And she worked very hard. Also, the romance was really sweet and spicy, and I enjoyed this, despite the fact... Okay, I have to tell you guys. It's a pretty not fun way that they initially get together. because it's a marriage of convenience. So she was basically sold to him because politics, and he was a child soldier and she was like 9. They didn't do anything until they were well into adulthood, like 19, like her actual like 20s. But there is like a 8 to 10 year age gap between them, I think. But nothing ever happened, and he didn't want anything like that when she was a child. He was just like, how am I supposed to take care of this kid? Basically, like, she's miserable, I'm miserable, this is awkward. The art style was goody cuddy. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna say I still feel like it was a well-written romance. It felt their feelings felt earned. They felt genuine. And we have a really, really cute side romance as well that made me want to cry. It was so sweet. Hi, Gamma! Nice paper star. Hello, how you? Yeah, see, I knew it would get that reaction. Oh, you know, it's not that bad. But you know, the beginning circumstances are definitely, but it is acknowledged in the series that, you know, yeah, it did really feel like a slow burn, which I love slow burn because I'm miserable. But it was pretty spicy. Okay, guys, I was surprised because there is some boning. And usually in things like this, they just kind of like gloss over that, right? Not here. Not here. Not here. These these two people want each other. Good for them. The moment... No, because I know this is leading into a little bit more spoilery than we usually do, but wait. One moment they were like flirting, right? And I was like, oh, is it gonna like have like a kiss of them laying in bed and then go to the next day? Because that's usually what happens. But the moment they actually drew him with nipples with his shirt off, I was like, why does he suddenly have nipples? And then it was sexy. And I was like, oh, that's why. Because before that, I feel like every time he was shirtless, he didn't have any. Shaking at 0.5 chapters? Clearly not. Yeah, put that in the quote bot. Why does he suddenly have nipples? I actually was like, why does he suddenly have nipples? Did he have nipples before? I didn't think he did, but then it was, you know, so it was so spicy for no reason. It wasn't for no reason, E-Cuddy. It's because they were in love and they wanted each other, okay? We do have a quote command. We just all forget. Oh. No. Don't do that. I think to add, it's like quote add. I don't remember. I'm not trying to steal your wife, I promise. I don't know who that was about. Good for them. You're too shy to even make a move on your girlfriend. I understand you intrinsically about that, E-Cuddy. I feel you. I feel you. Hello?
Look into my nipples of the future.
Wow. Do I have to? Yeah, quote ad. Thank you, Kami. Because just base quote pulls one of the quotes that already exist. and I don't want to remember those. I don't want to remember anything I've said ever. Actually. Okay. Okay. Pivot to Wibbit. That did happen. Yeah, it's Rocco's Modern Life, right? But still. Pivot to Wibbit. They're not all awful, so never mind. Ooh. I don't know the context. I don't know. I feel like a lot of awful ones were Stop, please. Please stop. He's going to die. Please have mercy on me. Oh, a tool for your mom? Good memes? Good tarot? Here's some things that updated but aren't new to me. Here's some manga I keep up with. What's Had to Tell You? The Summer Hikaru died. The JoJo Lands, Dandadan, villains are destined to die. Chainsaw Man, Orbu, and Bobu Tyrant. Whoa. No, Jolty! Jolty's character development arc. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Taro had mercy on me, so I feel bad. Taro, be nice to the starshines now. So, I'm already coming down to the wire for things I did. Music. Of course, I have to have Static by Flavor Fowley. If you don't know Flavor Fowley, I love Flavor Fowley so much. So many of my favorite songs are by them. But I am obsessed with Static. It's stuck in my head ever since it came out. I want to sing it. I had to include a gift too. It is one of my favorite things right now. Forever and always. Lives in my head rent-free. Lives in my head rent-free. I might try and sing it. We'll see. I have so many things to record for next month. Go listen to it if you haven't. That's it for me. That's it for me. Mikai's gonna switch to Twitch for her tarot. I got you. We'll loot. The Seven of Pentacles. Mikati's got that character growth going on, but in a positive direction. Okay, Jolty, if you want to hop into the waiting room in the Stellarium, I'll yoink it in here so you can yap and then go to bed. Hello?
1, 2, 3, tap your feet, such a classic melody. 1, 2, 3, you know the words, so sing along with me.
I will let you in. Taro, I feel bad Taro's been nice to me. I'm sorry. Hi, Jolty!
Hello.
Hi, Jolty. Yeah, hi.
I muted the stream, so I can't really. I also am not looking at the stream at all. So, which one do I start with? It's mostly been reading. I've mostly been reading manga, and music is just been one person. Actually, not two people that I got into recently. I guess I start with manga. I'll start with the one I've been obsessing with the most recently, which is Blue Box. I don't know if I don't know if people here heard of it. It got a Netflix anime.
I haven't started it yet.
You should start on it. I love it. I love it so far. Let me read off the synopsis from Wikipedia. The series focuses on Taiki Inomata, our main protagonist, a student at AMA Junior and Senior High, an athletics-oriented school where he is a member of the boys' badminton team and is considered simply average. Every morning he trains to get better early in the gym, often at the same time, and plays as his upper-class woman, Chinatsu Kano, the obvious love interest, the star of the girls' basketball team. And from the start, we can see that Chinatsu is also really good at basketball as well. She's also really hard work. She's in there every morning grinding that shit, and she's like the LeBron of her school. Taiki quickly develops a crush on her, but is initially too shy to speak to her despite their continual alone time together. And his fortune change, however, when Chinatsu moves in with Taiki's family after her parents leave Japan to work abroad. With Chinatsu now living with him, Taiki aims to slowly develop his relationship with her as they both strive to make it to the national championships with their respective teams. So, I like this manga mostly due to like how natural the progression is. Like I can see this happening in real life. I can see how the crush would develop, and I can see how the feelings would develop between each other. I will not spoil what happened because I want everyone to read this manga or watch the Netflix anime. And even the side characters are really nice. There's a girl called Chono, which is she's a very talented member of the acrobatics team and one of Taiki's friends. And he also has an upperclassman called. Let me find his name. I kind of forgot. Sorry, I should be more
You're fine.
prepared for.
You're okay. Have you watched the anime as well?
I have not watched the anime. I've only just caught up with the manga. It's still ongoing though. Which the only downside is that it's still ongoing, and I have to wait until 8th of June for the next chapter. Yeah. Oh yeah, Kengo Haryu, an upperclassman of Taiki, and one of the best. Actually, he would be considered the best badminton player in AMA High. And later on, you see Taiki. Taiki works his ass off with him to become the best for both himself and Chinatsu, because they're both aiming for nationals, and one of his reasons for aiming for nationals is because he wants to be like a man worthy of someone that hardworking and someone that talented as Chinatsu, because Chinatsu is very popular at school, right? And Taiki is just a like average nobody, and he really wants to earn that title and earn the rights of being with her, even though like Chinatsu wouldn't really care. But it's all really nice to see how much they push each other, and it's really heartwarming. A lot of scenes it's just really cute. It's just a really cute manga in general, and I really like it. It makes me feel good. And that's all I can say about it without spoiling too much.
Aww.
But I will say go read Blue Box, go watch the anime. Either or is really good. Taiki is a goober, but he's a really hardworking and very earnest goober, and I love Taiki. Chinatsu is, I wouldn't say she's boring, but at the start she's definitely like, like you like Taiki at the start. You don't know much about Chinatsu. You get to know a little bit about her later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, next up I have Jitsu wa Watashi wa, which I am not very deep into yet. I'm like 10 chapters in, but I like it so far. Let me get the synopsis for Jitsu wa Watashi wa. So the English name, which I don't really quite like, is
Me
My
neither.
Monster Secret, which is like,
I don't like it either.
it's not. I don't like it. Have you read? Have you read or watched Jujutsu wa
I
Watashi wa?
have read it. I have read it.
I only watched it. I only read the first couple chapters, but it's really cute so far. It's about Asahi Kuromine, who is a boy who is he wears his heart on his sleeves. He cannot keep a secret for anything, and his friends pick on him for that. And he has a crush on Yoko Shiragami, who, as you know, if you've seen the first chapter, she has quite a secret. I don't think this is really a spoiler. She is a half vampire, and the story goes on with Asahi trying his fucking best to not mess up and reveal her secret, and we see that Yoko or Shiragami, she's also kind of stupid, despite like how she shows off at school. When she's not like masking herself, she's also kind of stupid, and I like that dynamic between her and Asahi. It's very, very cute.
Dumbass and
But I
dumbass
can't
romance.
speak. Yeah, dumbass and dumbass romance is always really good. I love my dumbasses. You put two stupid people together and you get really, really sweet moments. But since I haven't read much about it yet, I can't speak much about it. I should finish it soon though. I really wanna.
Yeah.
What else? I'll talk about those two so far because those are the two I'm most interested in. I've read others, but they're kind of.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say too interesting. It's just like something I repeat to pass the time. Now for music, I've been listening to a lot of Ado. I don't know. I've been obsessed with her album. Specifically her fucking her album dedicated to covers, because she's an utaite and she does covers. She has a cover called Utate. What's that? Utate Mita, which is I tried to sing. I think I said it right.
Utatte mita.
Utate Mita, which is I tried to sing, and she has all of the songs in that album is all covers, and I really like her cover of Crime and Punishment, and also Burikino Dance. Her cover of Burikino Dance has to be my favorite rendition of Burikino Dance. I probably like it more than the original.
Fair.
Another person I recently got into is called Yoshino. She is also a Japanese artist, and she's fairly small, honestly. Like compared to other artists, she's fairly small. But she did a collab cover with Ado once with another guy, which I forgot the name of. I apologize. They did a cover of Ready Steady.
Ooh, that's a good song. I bet that's a really good one.
Yeah, and I love her voice. It's like very, very energetic, but it's also very powerful at the same time. Personal favorite song of mine that I recently heard from Yoshino is, let me find it. It is called Kamase. And the reason I like it so much is just because the chorus of Kamase is really good. It's like a almost choir-ish, choir or like crowd chant-ish like chorus, and I'm a sucker for that shit. I like her voice. I like the way she presents herself. I like would I say confidence? Inflections, I guess. Her inflections are really nice. She also has a vampire cover, and I really like that one as well.
Ooh, love the vampire.
You should cover vampires sometimes.
Maybe I will.
Yippee. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can talk about. I recently started replaying Neo 2, but I can't speak much about Neo 2. I love the combat.
Hell yeah.
I love the combat. The story is nice. The Neo 2 is really really good at its combat system, and like the amount of weapons you can use, the amount of customizability that you have in terms of like fighting styles or like how you want to approach the gameplay. It's very like unique in that sense. Like in Souls game, you pick up like one weapon and you just you like grind through the whole game, right?
Yeah.
In Neo is different. You set the pacing yourself, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, it gives you.
But aside from that, it gives you a lot of liberty. It's really nice. Yeah. That's all I have for today, though. Thank you for having me on for today. I know I didn't speak for too long, but I don't want to take too much time, and plus I'm kind of tired. But thank you guys for having me on.
Of course, thanks for chatting.
I like yapping. You guys have been great. Bye bye.
Bye, Josie. Good night.
Good night.
That was Jolty, thank you. I know AB said that he has time constraint right now too, so we'll skip homework cue. Are you ready right now? I'll give you 10, 15. Just double checking. Okay. Hello.
A test of your reflexes.
Oh, hello. Oh no, I seemingly have forgotten. Yeah, I seemingly have forgotten that.
Got me. That
If
got
you're
me.
if you're a Final Fantasy 14 player, you know exactly what that is. So, hi, Sleepy.
Mine for the taking.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing relatively okay. So I got a Monster Hunter thing coming up here very soon. So I have a solid 10 minutes to explain to you a fantasy novel that my friend Connor or Distortion Devil. Oh no, we're in ad jail. Good.
That's their problem. I want to hear what you got going on.
Okay. Yeah. So
Because you got to do a thing.
Yeah. So my buddy Connor, Distortion Devil from the D&D show that I make, to which you're gonna be on at some point, either later this year or starting next year for our big 2-year campaign. Basically, Connor recommended this book to me, and I'm all like, "Oh, I've heard about this one, aka the Stormlight Archives: The Way of Kings." And there's more that there's also Words of Radiance, the Rhythm of War, and Oathbound. But I started reading the first book. I finished it in like a week. It is 1,000 fucking pages.
Ooh. Sell me on it. I need something to lose myself in. Sell me on it, please.
Okay, so hopefully this would be a good primer for you as we do high fantasy for our next campaign. But the story of A Stormlight Archive starts with our boy Kaladin. And this poor motherfucker who was, leading an entire army for this guy who is like a high prince. And these high princes are just like all the upper noble royals that are below the king. And the king was just killed. So everyone's going to war with this opposing country of the Parshendi, and the Parshendi are just like these people with like hard carapaces, warrior type people that are capable of just like singing during war and then just go on a fight. That's all you really need to know about them. They don't really do much else other than just be there and be something to fight. Kaladin, who had just kind of like led this small group in this army to go fight these people. And in this world, in this wonderful, boundless magical world, there are these items called shards. So think of like these magical swords that they can just summon at any point in time and just start swinging it at people. And they don't cut people, but they cut things like a razor. Like they will cut like through solid rock, no problem. But if they cut a person, it severs their soul, so they just die.
Wait, that's metal.
So in order to defend against this, they have to wear something known as shard plate, which is the only object in this world, for the most part that we know, that is capable of deflecting shard blades. And the armor also gives you like super power, so like it makes you stronger, faster, and makes you more agile, but it consumes the magic that is used in this world, which is called stormlight. And so basically Kaladin, after doing this whole like massive fight, who is like under the command of this high prince, he wins a fight without a shard blade or shard plate against a guy with a shard blade and shard plate. And so basically his like small group of people is like, you gotta take this, man. It's yours. You won it. This is how it works. And he's like, nah, I don't want it. And so the guy that's leading this whole army, Amram, he's all like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. All of your friends are dead. I killed all of them. And then you, Kaladin, I'm gonna brand you and then sell you off to slavery. And so the whole story is about how Kaladin is at the fucking rock bottom and gets sent off to one of these other high princes to work as a bridgeman because they fight their battles on the shattered plains. So they have to build mobile bridges in order to fight across fields, and bridgemen are the lowest of the low rung. And Kaladin, who's just all like, I have to like lead these people because they are getting themselves killed in these massive fights. And so he's just like as it progresses over the story, like he's like encouraging these people to come together and fight together. And there's an entire B and C plot. B plot is that one of the other high princes who's like trying to unite all the other high princes, this is Dalinar, and Dalinar is all like, I'm sick and tired of these fucking children just fighting each other for shard swords and plates and trying to like see who could one up each other in order to get to king. I'm tired of this. Also, my brother was the king. So like he is dealing with all of that and then trying to lead his armies, and the guy that is like that is above Kaladin, Sadis, is also trying to have this fight, and these two guys are just always like fighting this like internal mind game. And then at like a certain point, it's just like it constantly gets to like where it's just like, oh, it can't go any deeper than this. It constantly does, because C-Plot, the niece of Dalinar, is in another kingdom training one of the other main characters, Shallan, and Shallan has just killed her dad for being so terrible, running off to go meet this woman so that way she can be her warden and teach her how to use like stormlight magic. And then just like somewhere in the middle of the book is like, oh, I gotta steal from this woman because I really need to use like these gems that allow me to use stormlight magic in order to like, you know, defend my family because my dad was such a piece of shit.
Oh my god.
And so and it all comes back together a little bit closer towards the end. And so Kaladin, as an overall, manages to rally all the bridgemen of Bridge 4, which is the bridge that everybody fucking dies in, and proves that they can live and fight. And high princes don't like that. for some strange
Naturally.
reason.
Naturally.
Yeah, like it's just like these are the people that are supposed to die. What the fuck? And so Kaladin's all like, no, we will not fight. We will live. We will survive, and we will come back. And so towards the end, like Kaladin like gets put out into the world during one of these high storms, and high storms happen all the time. Basically, if you're out during a high storm, you just die.
Well,
You get struck by lightning, beaten by winds, and then pierced by rain. It is the worst event to happen. All the while, by the way, because this is fantasy, there's this tiny little like spirit thing that's hovering around Kaladin the entire time because he's a storm rider and he's able to manipulate stormlight in order to fight better and do other cool shit. So like this little spirit Sophina, and like it does that classical like fantasy thing where she like repeats like the common phrase that happens throughout like a fantasy story. So it's just like life before death, Kaladin. It's like shut the fuck up.
wow. Wow. That gave me such a visceral reaction. Bitch. Excuse me.
And she's fantastic. Like throughout the entirety of the book, she's like because of what she is. She's a spren. So it's basically living thoughts that are given a physical form in order to interact with people. And so like she is capable of helping Kaladin through these things by not only being kind of like an advisor, but also like the optimist in what is Kaladin's just like nihilism of this all. And it's just like I love this story. It is fantastic. It is 1,000 fucking pages. It is so much to get through, and I think I have a lot of great things that I love about it as a fantasy, because Brandon Sanderson, who is an amazing fantasy writer, he also finished the Wheel of Time books due to the original author unfortunately passing away back in 2007. And the author's wife reached out to Brendan and basically was given the opportunity to finish the last few books to finish the story, which apparently I think is a good thing. And this book was basically Brendan Sanderson saying, if there was ever a book I wanted to write without ever having to worry about anything, because I am in a okay space to do so, this is the book. This is the story. And I absolutely think that, like, if you're gonna read something that is just like peak fantasy media, the Stormlight Archives is perfect. Also, one of my favorite characters in this book, last thing, I swear,
You're good.
is Wit. His name is Wit, or the King's Wit.
Oh my god.
He is like that classical, like, the guy that doesn't want to kind of be here, but he's here because like he is like really witty and he's capable of banter and like he's kind of a bard and all that stuff. I love him so much because his words and his actions match.
Oh.
Because there was one time in the book where he literally like walked out of like a castle, grabbed a stone and started beating his head with it. And then after he was done about 4 or 5 times, he dropped the rock and he turned to somebody and said, I would have preferred to have beat my head with a rock than hang out with somebody that is just dull as fuck.
Oh my gosh. Holy shit.
This dude is so funny. I love him. And also, like, there's some art of him, and he's just hot.
I mean,
So, listen, I'll send you pictures later. But to anyone that is listening, please read at least the first book, The Way of Kings. I would actually prefer to listen to the audiobook. I have been listening to the audiobook. I'm almost done with the Words of Radiance, so when we do the in review for that one, there'll be more details to come.
Let's go.
Yeah, because I read through fucking books like crazy.
Good.
But yeah, and that's it. That's the first book of the Stormlight Archives. Give it a read. It is 1,000 pages, but it is worth reading and or listening to the audiobook. Also, if there's only one musician that I listened to this month that I think is worth always recommending, is Streetlight Manifesto. The Hands That Thieves album is amazing. That's all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Fantastic. Thanks for chatting with me,
that,
bro.
yeah, absolutely. So have a good rest of the stream. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, take care. Good luck with your thing.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Hi, war criminal. Okay, because we had two people who were on like a time constraint, I didn't get to explain much of media review, the call-ins there. So I will take a moment to do that. As previously stated, I typically have a Google form I put out a week before media review, and I go through that quote-unquote homework, opening up the Discord VC in the Stellarium to anyone who wants to take 10 to 15 minutes to chat with me about anything that they did over the month. I tend to go in order of homework submissions and then open it up to whoever, even if they didn't fill out the form, can talk to me. But because we had two people on time constraints, they went first. Although I think Jolty submitted his homework first anyway. So before I see people in the waiting room. But before we do that, I'm going to go through the form because that is what we typically do. That is our protocol. So my friend Sapphire submitted a form and she wanted me to just read it. So she was playing Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. And she said, it's a fun retro game, but combat is a bit too easy. And the dual castle concept is a fun take on the original idea from Symphony of the Night. She would recommend it if you like retro games. Thanks, Sapphire. Bardu, don't you run away from me. Saw you in the waiting room. Oh, Sapphire. Oh, okay. My Google form just glitched because it said Sapphire was first and second, but it's fine now. Then we had J Sketch. We have Sketch. I don't know if Sketch is here because he said he wants to talk about it if he can make it, but if not, I could just read it. You can't hear me in the waiting room. True. I'm just being silly. I don't know if Sketch is here, but we'll give him a minute. Sketch, if you're here, you want to chat about your media review with me? Ugh, take a moment. Since we didn't get our ad break, let's stretch our bones a little bit. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Is it wrong that you use coffee to eat your cereal? No. If that's what you enjoy, I'll drink water. I noticed that there's a fly in my coffee and now I can no longer drink it and I'm miserable. It wasn't there earlier, so I'm glad I noticed it. I wandered in while during the stream and I'm very sad. But we got water anyway. On shrimp. Shrimple is that? Oh! My neck just cracked a bunch. That was awesome. It was awesome. Okay, so Sketch watched Solo Leveling. And he said, this is a nice dive into the idea of someone being hyper-focused in their goal and how they can at times start to lose themselves along the way. While the specific avenue is different in this show, as the character wants to be stronger, in some ways it's applicable to other avenues we walk in our lives. We can get tunnel vision and put everything towards obtaining that goal and end up isolating ourselves. Sketch says about recommending, it's a bit of a slow start and only has a few episodes in season 1, but does get better along the way. He'd say episode 1 to 2 is a solid start, and you can make your judgment after that if you want to continue or not. Solo Leveling also won Crunchyroll Anime of the Year. I have no comments on this. Next up we have Mason. Mason, are you here? You want to yap about your media review, or do you just want me to read it? Okay, I had a lot to say about it, actually. But in hex. I would have been happy with like 4 of the nominees winning, and only 2 of them I would have been unhappy about. One of the ones I was unhappy about won. No, Todd! I will put you through the fucking wall. Don't. Sorry. Look, the people wanted what they wanted. They spoke. They spoke. So, Mason listened to Tyler the Creator, watched Dragon Ball, played Doom. He recommends Igor. It's emotional and just beautiful. That's a Tyler the Creator album. Watch Thy Language, I shall. I apologize. I will put him through the fluffing wall. How about that? The fluffing wall. Oh, I'm eepy now. Sudden eepiness hit me. Igor is great. I mean, I enjoy solo leveling. I'm just, you know, we're not gonna get into this today. Next up was AVs, and he already went. So I think first in the waiting room was CG. I think I saw him when I was yapping with AV. So CG, are you ready to talk to me about? Hello. No time. I swear to glob.
Solo Leveling, let's go baby, anime of the year. Better than the big 3. Better than Demon Slayer. Better than DBZ. Anime of all time. P.S. I didn't watch it, I read it.
I read all of it. I watched the first season, but before it came out, I did read all of it. Hey, CG.
Hello.
There's 2 of you on my screen. Hello.
Wait, what?
Nothing, I fixed it.
Those.
Yeah, it's because I still had them from the other folder. It's fine. No, you're only one. Like your one eye. Your one repo eye.
My one we gotta play Repo again.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I found something new I want to play.
Oh yeah? What is it? You gotta tell me.
It's what is it called? Hold on, I have to look really quick. Guilty as Sock.
I heard about that today. I didn't look too much into it, but it looked fun.
It looks silly. I want to play it. I want to see if it's fun.
I gotta look into that later. But hello, it's
Hi.
Media Review.
It is.
And I realized I've only done one thing this whole month.
That's okay. What'd you do? Tell us about it.
Have you guys ever heard about Dungeon Fighter Online? my guilty pleasure Korean MMO from like 2010.
Sushi got me to play this with him one time.
Right? You should play it again. Actually, my recommendation is don't play this game. There are two kinds of people play this game. Whales and gambling addicts, because the end game is all gambling for gear.
I'm neither of these things, so...
Or grinding addicts, I guess. Gambling/grinding addicts.
I do enough of that for Monster Hunter. I don't really want to add something else. If it's not... I don't know. If I get into Final Fantasy 14, we'll see. DFO? No.
My dream's
I
ruined.
tried it!
One of the things I like about DFO is the artwork. I don't know if I've actually linked you any of the artwork before, have I?
I mean, you've shown me, like, character sprites. You were like, look at this cute girl.
Oh, but I haven't shown you artwork. Like, check out, I just sent you something.
Okay, let me see. Noton wants to know if you saw the game he pinged you on. Oh, that's some nice art. It reminds
You
me
pinged
a
me
little
in
bit
heck?
of how Grand Blue does theirs, but like in a unique way.
I'll have to get back to you, Noton. I'm not sure what you're talking about, but I might have seen it.
Was
Yes, it is a Korean MMO.
It's Magic Punk. Magic Punk. He pinged us both. He wants us to play it? Okay, maybe.
But DFO, it's an arcade brawler kind of multiplayer game,
In theory, I should
Um,
enjoy this.
and you can input your skills like a fighting game, which is kind of cool. Instead of using your hotbar, which was like that's why it's called Fighter. But then they actually made a fighting game, DNF Duel, so there's that now, I guess. Still going very strong since 2010. Got shut down once, came back, doing very strong. Still very addicting. Don't play this game.
I won't.
I wake up at
Again.
5 a.m. every day at the crack of reset just to spend all my characters fatigue grinding, and then I go back to sleep.
You're sick.
I never got a chance to play DNF Duel, and none of the classes I played were in it, so I wasn't that interested.
See, he will
They also
DM
came
me
out
about
with
it.
they also came out recently with a tie-in game, the first Burker Kazan. I don't know if you've seen that around.
No.
But that is like a prequel game to DFO as well. So it's kind of interesting seeing the universe expand. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I do the new raid every week, and then I grind for the rest of my life. Currently waiting for that like sub 1% drop to happen. It's not gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna have. I can
It's
pity
gonna
it next month.
happen.
I can pity it on Sunday.
That's like 2 days from now.
I know, and I can't wait.
Well,
I can't
you
wait
have
to pity it. I know I have to, right?
I understand. I understand. Can't wait.
But
Gotta.
yeah, that's all I've done this month though. And it's very, very sad.
That's not sad.
I have 20 level cap characters.
It's not sad. I wouldn't. Sad isn't the word.
I'm
I'd
addicted.
use.
I'm addicted.
You know, it's
can't
almost
stop.
impressive. It's almost impressive.
And I'm not even a whale. You got some real whales in this game. You got people dropping like 2, 3, 5K a month on this game. And at least it's not a gacha anymore. It used to be a gacha for getting pieces to dress up your character
What's there to
back in
wail
like
for?
2010. What?
What's there to wail for? What are they spending money on?
You can buy cosmetics. It's all cosmetics. Actually, no, it's not even cosmetics. It's pay to win. It's pay to win. You can get pets that give you more damage. It's pay to win. And cosmetics.
Wow.
It's 100% pay to win.
Disgusting.
You can still win without paying, but you can win a lot by paying.
Are you losing?
I'm not losing. I'm doing all right. I'm making it work.
Good night, Goombo. Rest well.
Good night.
Have a good time zone.
That's it. I like the art. I like the music. They have like a whole website for just with all their artwork on it. Actually, it's pretty good. The music is surprisingly decent.
Oh.
I have to say. Yeah, but then you realize this is by the same people as Maple Story, and you understand why.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's all I got. Also, I
That's
started
good.
Clair Obscure, but I mean, I started Clair Obscure.
But what?
But I sort of touched on that in chat earlier when you were
Yeah.
talking about it.
It's true. It's true. I'll probably have
It's
to
fun.
DM you about it later.
Yeah, you gotta tell me what made you cry. I need to know.
The whole thing.
The whole thing makes you cry.
The whole thing makes
Game
me
too
cry.
hard, I cried.
Game too hard, I cried. No, not game too hard, just my heart.
Gotcha.
It's
Sophie.
a depressing world. But
It
also
is a depressing
beautiful.
world. It's a very depressing world.
And a very beautiful world. It's a lot.
Very well crafted.
It is. I need to know what the fluff is happening. That's also gonna make me cry. Cause I'm like, stop not giving me more lore. Stop saying things I can't understand yet.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff you're not gonna understand, and then like you'll pick up these journals,
Yeah.
and you'll just have more questions.
Learning what is happening.
Although
Oh.
I don't know if you picked up Expedition 50's journal yet. It's kind of early-ish in the game,
I don't remember.
but I think they're my favorite expedition so far because they're a bunch of fucking morons.
So many of them are, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel
so
bad saying that, but
can I like maybe like minor spoiler tell you what Expedition 50 is known for?
let's give chat a little bit to tune their ears out if they don't want to hear. But sure.
So they are known for they built instead of taking boats to the continent, they built a giant fucking wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, you idiot. And then they crashed it.
Yeah. Some of them are
God.
like, because this isn't spoilery, but a lot of the journals you'll find will be from expeditioners, like as or right before they died, and you get to learn some of the dumbest fluffing ways that some of these groups died. Like, you're just like, why did you do that? Someone's like, one of them was like, I'm gonna get drunk and go fight monsters. Like, why would you do that?
And then there's like another one that's like, I shouldn't have eaten the mushrooms.
Like, genuinely, I'm sitting here, I'm like, y'all, please,
Hey, damn.
please.
What a way to spend your last year of life.
JC scares me by saying learning what is happening is what made me hate it. You'll learn why that is too. I guess I will. I'll enjoy my time with it for now until I hate it, potentially.
I think I sort of get. I think I know what JC is referring to,
I know.
and I
I'll
kind of
find out.
understand. I kind of understand, but also I liked that.
Shrug.
I'll have
That's
to
for
DM
future
JC.
me.
You know what? I'll DM him right now because I'm gonna forget. But Claire Obscure, good game.
Lovely music.
The one complaint I have about it is I approached it like an RPG. When really you should approach it like Dark Souls.
Fair, fair.
Because
fair with the
I feel like the parrying and the dodging are very important. They're not like in other RPGs that have similar mechanics, it's not that important. You can play the game and not parry or dodge a thing. It's harder. No, you will fucking die. in Claire Obscure. Claire Obscure will like make mincemeat out of you if you don't learn to parry.
Look, we could play not on hard, but what's the point in that? What's the fun in that?
I'm just playing on normal.
Oh, okay, well. Couldn't be me.
You're playing on hard.
Couldn't be us. Naturally, if there's a hard mode, I will be playing it, even if I'm miserable.
Yeah.
Look at my relics in Sea of Stars, that even if I do block perfectly, I only have 4 HP, so if they hit me 4 times, I am dead.
That's fair.
I
I thought about playing it on hard, but I was like, I don't want to have a hard time with this game. I want an easy time for once. It's
You
still not
didn't
easy.
get it.
I still didn't. I could put it on easy mode, but I ain't no bitch. I'll stay with normal mode.
Okay. Fair.
But that's all from me. Let's give someone else some time to talk.
Yeah, thanks
We
for
can talk
yapping
about
with
Claire
me.
Obscure later. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
All right. We'll talk again another time. Bye.
Bye. Okay. anyone else want to yap with me for a little bit, you can go plop in the waiting room. In the stellarium. You also don't have to. We can just chill for a bit. You're free. Yes, Bardu, come here. Come. Come. I do like ending with my wife is comfy. Hello. Hey, Bardu.
How's you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
Doing okay. My cat recently had to have an ear surgery done, but she's fine.
I'm glad she's fine.
Yeah, she's just got to wear the cone for the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh, the cone of shame.
We gotta come up with a better term for that, because it shouldn't be of shame considering it's from surgery, you know?
Yeah.
Let's call it the cone of recovery or cone of healing.
Cone of recovery. Cone of healing.
So yeah. But yeah, she's just watching some TV right now.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Property.
As for me, I've had an interesting month of media.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, like I told you a couple an hours ago, I've watched an episode of Columbo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I mentioned this to you, or I've said this before, but I did finish Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Huh. Thank you for the
I've been
follow.
playing some Pokemon.
Welcome in.
Casually. And also been playing some old Mega Man Battle Network games.
Oh.
Ever play any of the Mega Man games?
Mm-hmm.
Battle Network.
What was that?
How about the Battle Network sub-series?
Oh, how are you enjoying it? Oh, I have. Have I? Yeah, I have.
It's the one that takes place in an alternate universe where instead of robots, internet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just been replaying. I played them back in the day. I'm just playing Battle Network 2 and 3 just to do some stuff in them.
I'm gonna post a relevant meme for you.
Hmm. Meme.
Yep. It's just a screenshot, but it makes me giggle, so.
Well, at
Being
least
nice
it wasn't
is a good thing.
At least it wasn't one of the typos.
No.
Yeah, for those in the audience who aren't familiar with Battle Network, it's somewhat infamous for its rather lax proofreading.
There's a lot like that.
Yeah. Of course, there's they ever legs go.
Oh my gosh. Classic.
Oh yeah, that little Tommy just posted a little GIF. That's actually the Mega Man from the Legacy Collection.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they even got his original voice actor from the anime back to do the line on the menu.
Love that. Love that.
Yeah. Andrew Francis, if you were curious.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Mega Man dubs are very Canadian.
This makes sense to me.
Now let's see. Tried playing a little of Mega Man X. Forgot how hard those old games were. I gave up at the spider. That spider is pain. Let me explain. That spider has a thing where it's you know that that puzzle of the lines going four lines vertically and a bunch of lines horizontally okay, have you played Heart Gold Soul Silver?
Yep.
You know the puzzle in Bugsy's gym?
I do.
Yeah, so imagine that, but scaled up, and the spider moves at like lightning speed.
Huh.
So yeah, like even with rookie hunter mode on, I had to check. I couldn't keep up with it, and I got out damaged before I could take the thing down because it only takes like a little blip of health every time you shoot it, no matter what you shoot it with. They can only get it in certain when it's vulnerable.
Dang.
But I've already beaten it on the. I've already beaten the PSP remake with the Buster only. So, isn't that looking to re-platinum Elden Ring?
Oh?
Yeah, I played originally on PS4, and when the Shadow of the Earth came out, I finally got a PS5. So, but the trophies, okay, the trophies, some trophies do transfer, but mostly they don't, because anything like with the inventory ones, you can get them to trigger, but like there are some games that you'll automatically update your trophies, or if you transfer them from PS4 to PS5, like the Final Fantasy VII remake. But yeah, so I just gotta go through this third run on my main character to get most of the trophies, then do another run with another character to get the evil end trophy.
Oh.
And I think I'm gonna be doing that as Dio Brando.
Hell yeah. Dio.
I mean, after all the Madness ones could be a good replication of Space Trooper Stingy Eyes. Yeah, I even did a good. I think I did a pretty good job at making Dio in Elden Ring.
I need to see it.
Let me see if I can send myself a picture. Okay, let's see. Okay. I should have a screenshot here. Because I know I would have saved this picture of that, because obviously that might be. Oh wait, that was on the PS4, and I'm currently on the PS5. But I can fix that. Because the character is on the PS5
Wow.
as well.
Let's go.
But while I'm doing that, I've also otherwise got a few Pokemon cards. Found some to sell, some I'm just adding to a folder for collecting.
Ooh, what you keeping for collecting?
Mostly some cheaper stuff, just some nice looking cards, because Pokemon artwork is pretty varied and nice looking. So
Yeah, absolutely.
okay.
Heard the PlayStation sound.
And the Limgrave sound. You can hear the Elden Ring sounds in the background. How much Elden Ring have you played?
Not as much as you would think, because I feel like something happened and I didn't finish, and then it's one of those things where if I get too distracted, it's been too long, I have to start over.
Yeah.
So I still have to start over again.
So you didn't finish the main game?
Mm-mm.
I'm guessing. Did you ever meet Ronnie?
Yeah. I got pretty far
Thoughts?
in. Beloved, for sure. I did draw her one time.
So yeah, I guess. What sort of way were you playing?
I wanted to do something different, because I feel like I typically play those games the same way. So I was going for something a little bit not my typical play style. I was going for like an arcane kind of build. Not
so you usually go. Oh, you usually go for melee?
Strangely enough, yes.
Strength or dex?
Dex.
Oh. You're a sleepy duelist, then.
Yeah. Although I do like a good bonk. I do.
You're a sleepy barbarian, then.
Yes, I do have a giant axe.
There's a few decent giant axes. Like, I've got quite a list of weapons here. I don't use all of them, but I do like trying out some of them, you know? Oh, like this one from the DLC. Oh, this one. I'm not going to tell you about it because it's big spoilers, well, mechanically, but it's a very nice weapon.
I gotta play it and then play the DLC because I know I want
Oh, yeah,
to.
like, can I provide a very light gameplay tip for the DLC?
Well, sure.
I know this is kind of obvious when it comes to Elden Ring, but seriously, before you fight anything big, do explore. See, there's a resource. You know how did you ever read up how they handled the scaling for the DLC?
Nope.
Well, they had the thing where you can get like upgrades to your self because you gotta search for items for that.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry if apologies if that's a spoiler, but I'm trying to keep as vague as possible. But yeah, like enemies are very jacked up in the DLC, and the more you get those upgrades, the more you get closer to meeting them to the base game level.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm not mentioning any bosses, any weapons, or anything like that, because that's where's the fun in that. If I tell you everything.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to mention that you did though? Because we're winding down a bit.
I've been watching an old anime with some friends.
Oh.
A Princess Resurrection. You ever watch it?
I haven't. How is that?
Not too bad so far. A few episodes in. We've also been watching the Yandere Dark Elf anime.
Oh. Hey, how's that going?
Oh, remember? Okay, actually, I've got an anecdote relating to today's stream for you.
Oh.
Remember when we were talking about nipples?
I do.
Also, chat, you can use that. You can add that. Maybe they can add that to the quotes at that rate. Remember? But yeah, like, so I'm watching on High Dive, and as you can imagine, they censor the nipples, but they also censor the boys' nipples too.
As they
and
should.
These white ovals over them for like.
I appreciate the equality of that. Cosmo
Yeah,
would be proud.
gender. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, it's for what the source material is, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I probably not to say what the source material is, do I?
Huh?
But yeah, the source material.
What about it?
Guess what it started off as? Exactly, and I'm not going to say any more than that. That being said, okay, really though, the lead elf Mariabel isn't so much she is sort of yandere, but she's not Yunogasai level. Then again, who is? But like
Me.
she's just been very in universe from where she's from. Dark elves are not looked at very positively.
Mm-hmm.
Something. I was gonna make it. Yeah, that joke's not gonna. But yeah, so and the lead guy Hinata is basically the first person who's ever actually kind to her aside from her mother.
Mm.
So naturally, she's a bit obsessed with him. And after he got un-isekai'd, she isekai'd herself to his world.
Love that.
But yeah, like it's pretty cute, funny, and yabai. Though nothing in the anime itself. You'd have to see the source material for that.
Yeah.
But she avoids the most vicious aspects of the yandere, such and such. Huh. But yeah, also, but yeah, Greedfall. You have played it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about Greedfall 2?
No.
Yeah, it's going to be a prequel taking place before and it's good, but they kind of changed the entirety of the gameplay system.
Oh, wow.
They went from the action RPG to a turn-based tactical thing. And honestly, that is pretty much kind of killed the interest for me in the game.
Dang.
Yeah, because I like playing. Yeah, because I like playing. I liked the way the game played in Greedfall, in normal Greedfall. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, I have been working on a couple book ideas.
Yeah.
You know, like here's one I came up with. Like a 14-year-old middle schooler boy, neglected by his father, bullied at school, makes friends with a 24-year-old teacher who ends up becoming his adoptive mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like a cute idea.
Yeah. Could definitely be a cute idea.
Yeah. As long as people don't start shipping them.
Just make it very clear. Don't pull an Usagi drop.
Yeah. I mean, at least I'm more concerned. I'm really more concerned about the whole age difference thing rather than the faux incest. That's a phrase you don't usually hear every day, is it?
Just every other day.
In fair,
Not every day.
especially. Yeah. Well, if they didn't put any corners in the jar, but you like it's a. Yeah, like, they'll be close, like, but not that close. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly just a loose idea. Weird stuff happens like that. Other than that, I don't really think I've done much else. I've been wanting to get reading some of my manga backlog. Like a friend of mine's, I got this whole thing of like Love Hina that I keep putting off.
Yeah.
Have you read Love Hina?
I have read Love Hina and I've watched Love
Have you
Hina.
seen- Is it true that Naruto is much worse in the anime than the manga?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I've watched a YouTuber who reviewed that stuff, and Naruto in what I saw was just like overdrive tsundere sort of stuff.
I have a lot of thoughts about that, but yeah.
Yeah, like it's like basically the type of tsundere is one of the reasons I don't like Infinite Stratos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I don't. I know that's kind of random, but I just do not like Infinite Stratos.
That's okay.
It's like, but yeah, like, and because the main character has a density of a dying star. Charlotte's cute though.
Yeah.
But though I did find something that feels like another take on Infinite Stratos, but it's a bit better.
Hmm?
Though it's also a bit more explicit. So like that's up to it's not full on, but it's not that far off.
All right. I'm gonna pull us back there.
I'm not trying to, but like it just like.
All right, I'm gonna pull us back there. I'm gonna pull you back there.
I haven't get to playing Metaphor.
Love
And
Metaphor.
lastly, I bought an old PS2 game.
What game?
Ed, Edd, and Eddy: The Misadventures.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
And sorry about that. I was not trying to
I
go
understand.
overboard.
It's okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, I wasn't going to say anything, but you get the point. Other than that, I've also been toying around with the trying to get the Steam Deck to work for an old game of mine. Long story there, and suffice to say, it works, but it makes my eyes bleed.
Who needs eyes?
Yeah, well, I decided to just go back to the old system and use a controller. Because I don't want to, because it's simpler that way, and easier in my entire way. But I think I've gone overtime, haven't I?
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry for getting rambling. It's been a very rough year this month.
I know. I don't mind. It's okay. I could have stopped you. Though
I
let's
just
get
don't
us
want
soon
to.
just so others can chat, but I don't mind that you're
Yeah,
telling
I
me
didn't
what's
want to like keep note and Kami waiting. So, but I'll call it a day then. Thanks for having me on, Sleepy. See you around. Have a good one and take
Thanks
care.
for chatting with me. Take care. No Todd can wait forever.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
oh, I see. I see. Kami remembered Infinite Stratos. Okay, seriously though, have a good one. Have fun.
You too. Thank you so much, Bardu. Take care.
Bye.
No, Todd, I'm just kidding. I saw you pop in, so I had to. I'm sorry. True, Bob. Also, how are you? Alright. I think we're gonna have an ad break soon. So, I'm gonna ask you two to wait so we can do that and I can actually get up for my ad break this time because I never want to interrupt people. I love hearing what everyone's got going on and chatting about things that they like or don't like. I love it. But I think we're gonna have our actual ad break. So let's just chill for a minute. Then we'll pull Kami. Then we'll pull Notan. Then we'll get my wife in here unless someone else wants to, and then my wife. Notan, you're fine. Wow, you were there, Bob? That's amazing. Infinite Stratos was one of the first series you watched back in high school, Kami. Bombastic side eye. Bombastic side eye. I can't say anything because of one of the first series I watched that wasn't on TV. Never mind. No, Tan, you're fine. It's okay. I'm really upset about my coffee still. Not the first, but you browse. Yeah. You're like, Mecha! You're like anime girls! Mecha! Cool! Oh. Sometime I'll have to out myself about welcome back, War Criminal. I'll have to out myself on something that happened to me when I was trying to find more anime to watch when I was pretty young. That's not for today though. That will have to be for a stream where we're Shoyo. Oh my god, that wasn't Shoyo. Holy shit. Sorry, Starshine, something scared me. Ah! The light was turned on and I'm a little cryptid, so I can't see. Sorry. Wow. Cat food ASMR. Cat food ASMR. Amazing. Excel Saga. That's not something you think about often. You think your first anime was Naruto? Technically, I think my first anime was like Speed Racer. You know? Pokemon, Digimon, Sailor Moon, Gundam. Voltron. Made yourself some foodie cutty. That makes sense because I'm streaming. What'd you make? What'd you make today? she always gets hungry when I'm streaming. What'd you make us? Your first anime was a yaoi? Hold on, let me guess. Was it Jinjo Romantica? Yes or no? Yes or no? Was it Jinjo Romantica? Or, ooh, what is it? What is the one I'm thinking of? Sakaichi Hatsukoi. Loveless. Yes, it was Jinjo Romantica. Let's go. It was either that or Gravitation. I was 100% sure. Boku no Pico. Oh my gosh. I liked Gravitation at the time, but every classic yaoi series, it's similar to like classic, not all classic shoujo, but a number of classic shoujo, where when you're young, you're like, oh my god, this is peak. And then you get a little older and you're like, oh, this is abuse and assault. Never mind. But that's all you had at the time. It's heavy on that for yaoi. Misery. Oh, the misery. Made yourself some noodles and mix some raw eggs. Oh my. Boku no Pico was Asphy's first anime. It's true. I can confirm. Bob, stop. Ad break, save me. Ad break, where are you? Save me. Look, at the time when I was young, I was like, oh my god, anime boys kissing? And then it's like, oh yeah, their relationship started with like forcing themselves on. Oh my god, ad break, thank you. Thank Fluff. Let's take a break. we're back from our ad break, Starshines. Welcome back. Thank you, ad break, for saving my soul. We return. No, war criminal. Use coffee for your cereal. Enjoy it. I do return. We're back. We're back. We're back. Guess who's back? Back again. Sleepy's back. Don't tell a friend. I'm scared. Please don't tell a friend. No. Boy, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Don't tell your friends. Kami-tan, are you ready to yap at me a little bit? Well, I'm suddenly sleepy. Suddenly sleepy. Like suddenly Seymour, but sleepy. Your Twitch was burned. Bonk. Bonk Twitch. Just let me know when you are ready. I don't want to drag you in and jump scare you. Thank you, Notan. Welcome back from making your tamagoyaki. Okie dokie, Kami-tan. Yoink.
Hello.
Hi, Kami. How you?
I'm good. Realized probably kind of I think did a lot in May surprisingly.
Oh. I know a little
Well,
bit.
like
I know some.
watched a lot. I mean, I won't go over everything obviously, but like I'll go over some of the main stuff. Like I started off the month watching the Thunderbolts movie.
Mm-hmm.
So which I think was a really good Marvel movie. Pretty much just like follows ragtag team of anti-heroes basically as they're like kind of forced to work together. Well, I don't know if forced would be the right word. Like they like
Okay.
the movie starts off with like them basically being because they were working as missionaries for hold on, what's her name?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like it's like four of them like were working as missionaries for like Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, who's like she's at the time is like the CIA director in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but like she also is involved like in called the OXE group,
Mm-hmm.
which is like they're trying to work on developing like a superhuman since there's like pretty much no Avengers right now after what happened in like the Infinity War saga and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but it's pretty much getting called out by the government. So she's trying to destroy like get rid of all traces of her involvement with that project. So and that includes the missionaries that she had hired, which are our protagonists in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So she pretty much sends them on a mission to kind of kill each other, like just so she gets rid of all the loose ends. But they end up instead coming out of it working together, and they find and the place they were sent to, they also like find this guy named Bob that was in one of the pods in the room, and like he's like amnesia, he's like has amnesia, doesn't know how he got there or why he's there and stuff like that. But we soon come to learn that Bob is one of the people that they were working on for this superhuman project. So So they have to like try to escape from Valentina and her um and her people, try and like kill them. And then in the process, like I guess Bob is kind of grabbed by Valentina and turned into, and like pretty much comes to realize like what his power, like how powerful he actually is and stuff, and becomes Sentry, which is like probably like one of the strongest people in all of Marvel. Like he's pretty much Marvel's Superman in a way. But yeah, I won't go too much into that. But like, it's on all. They did. Marvel did a really good job with the Thunderbolts movie. It goes a lot into like mental health stuff, like because like all the members of the group like have like some sort of like mental like stuff they're going through right now, like stuff like depression and all that stuff. But like through the power of friendship, they like form together as a team, and really it's really helpful to all of them. Yeah, other than that, I talked about last month, but I finished watching Boom Boom Jir, which that was really good. And then I ended up starting on another Super Sentai series, Osama Sentai King Oger, which I'm currently up to episode 26 of, or I watched up to 26 of the 50 episodes so far. And King Oger is pretty much set like in kind of like they say it's Terra, like it's pretty much like an alternative Earth that like that's so far that's what they call it in up to where I am at in the show. And it's all the rangers are there. There's 5 kingdoms, and each ranger is like the king slash like the king to their own kingdom. So it's the show is like the rangers and stuff is themed around like bugs, insects, stuff like that. Like it's like each ranger like kind of themed around their own bug, like but start the series, it pretty much start with Gira, who at the time he's pretty much like living in, I guess, like the orphanage in the kingdom that he's in, which is Yugodam. I can't remember how to pronounce it, but like he sees the king is like pretty much like the kingdom's getting attacked by like the villains at the time, and like and he sees like the current king Draculus isn't really doing anything about it, so like he ends up like storming into the castle where Draculus is at, and like he ends up taking the sword. Like there's this sword that's like basically the morpher for the rangers in this series. So he ends up, but only the kings are like the kings of each kingdom is able to use it, but for some reason he's able to use it. And yeah, as the series goes, he meets up with the other kings, and like he's trying to, he calls himself he's a really good guy, but he tries to put on his act of him being like a tyrant king, like trying to become a tyrant king. So, but obviously we know like how good he is, like how good he is with like kids in both the kingdom he's in, and like and when he visits the other kingdoms as well, like and like interacts with other kings. So like but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's kind of like almost an anime-esque like Sentai series. Just because it still has somewhat of that monster of the week type thing, but like it follows more of like an actual like plot line in the beginning, like which in most Sentai series, like it kind of starts like with the villain of the week, and then the plot develops as it goes on. This like the plot starts from the beginning, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I can't wait to finish it.
Good.
Other than that, I also watched a couple episodes of Kamen Rider Gav. I've only watched like 4 episodes right now, so I'm not like too deep into the plot yet, but like I really like it because it has like a candy theme to it. Like the Kamen Rider of this series, he like half human, half alien in a way, like, and it pretty much escapes to Earth, and he starts like learning about like all the snacks and stuff, like, and like that's when he learns that he could transform into like a Kamen Rider and all that, and I'm just interested to see where it's going with it, because like so far he's like he's like had a like a gummy theme one, there was a chip theme one, and I'm just like interested to see those. He also had a marshmallow themed one as well, but like I said, I've only watched 4 episodes, so I'm sure there's like other ones depending on what snack he eats, like he could change to. And see what else. I mean, as always I've listened to like a lot of Vocaloid music as well. Like I've listened to Static, but one of the songs I listened to a lot this month was it's Psycho Mode by Talk. Yeah, I just really like that song, like, and I believe like it deals with like somewhat of like parasocialism and stuff like that, and just social media in general, like how you're kind of like fake online in some ways, like, and I just really, it's so catchy and so good, and the art is amazing for the music video.
Absolutely.
Like I just find myself listening to it like multiple times, like Talk's music is just so good, like it like so catchy, and just like I'm so happy like I discovered him like when when they first made what was the first song a few months ago, like the lemon melon cookie, yeah, and like the mochi mochi as well, like discovered them from those songs, and just seeing the new songs they come out with like every couple months. I guess that's about it for what I want to talk about. That I want to hold up Note and Luna as well. So
save me from Note.
But I wish I could, but we have to hear whatever he wants to talk about.
I'm scared.
But thanks for listening to what I had to talk about.
Of course, it's really fun to chat with you and hear what you got going on. I know you told me a little bit, like, as you were doing it, but it's nice to hear more about it. More in depth.
Yeah, I wish I had wrote down like what I wanted to talk about each series, but instead of just like speed throwing it. But I'm just glad to talk about it with you and all the starshines.
Well, thank you so much. It's fun.
Thank you. I'll I guess we'll let Note in here.
Oh God.
Talk to you later.
Yeah, take care. No, Tan. No, Tan, are you ready? No, Tan, are you ready? I'm scared. Are you ready to talk to me? You mean question mark? You're here, okay. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Notan.
How you doing today?
I'm just fine. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh.
I'm just gonna talk about probably 4 things
4 things?
for the month. Just 4 things
Okay.
for the month of May.
Mhm.
Because the first one I'm
Welcome
gonna
back,
talk
Lord
about
Criminal.
is something I actually sent to you
Yeah.
this month, which was called the Infinite Mage, right?
Yeah.
So the description is just after Sir One was abandoned in a stable, he was found by a family of hunters and raised in a loving home. Despite the hardship of the peasant life, he learned how to read from a young age and became obsessed with books, especially ones on the history of magic. One day, he has a unlikely encounter with a mage and learns how to enter the spirit zone, the first step to learning how to use magic. Although they say only nobles can be mages, will Sir One be able to prove his infinite potential?
Wow.
So, that is what the description states of Infinite Mage.
Mhm.
I will say the world building in this Maui is very good. It's actually like they give you like a lot of time in one area, right?
Mhm.
It's not like, all right, here's a whole bunch of like places, lore, places, backstory, more places. We jumping around everywhere. No, like we are in like the peasant life for like a good 15 chapters, and then we move on. Maybe other 20 chapters in the next location, 40 chapters in the third, and on so and on so, right? But
Mhm.
you get to learn and see all the interactions within that group, right?
Mhm.
So it's not like, oh yeah, we're now here at let's say a library or like a great let's say a great mage library with like the librarian, like the everybody in it, right?
Mhm.
And you don't just be like, oh, we're in a library, but like there's a secret forbidden area, you don't want to go there. They don't do that to you, right? They do not. They really just like, all right, we're here, the main character goes here, and we're gonna kind of just stay a little bit here unless something pops the fuck off. And I do like that. I love their magic system, because their magic system is almost based with realism and math, and it's funny to me because it's like science matter, and I'm just like somebody out here is cooking, because like
I love magical
why are we
realism.
I'm like, why are we giving light fucking mass and weight? Because now we're making a photon ray, and we shouldn't be doing this.
Yes,
we're
we
making a
should.
laser beam.
More.
I'm just like, please don't. Like, I'm out here just like, oh yeah, this is a great magic system. All right, now if I add some weight to it, and just add my magic like 5 times, I'm like, sir, who said you can cook like this? But the Infinite Mage is really good. I like the main character. I like all their side characters actually.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I don't think there's a single character where I'm like, I don't like you, or like you're an asshole for no reason. Like, they're all well made, and they had like a very interesting villain that popped up. It was absolute cinema for some dialogue, and I was just like, that's how the reason why I had to send it to you, because I was just like, holy shit, fucking Harry Potter, fuck this.
Oh.
What? I'm like, this is better. This is 100% better than Harry Potter. I gotta send this. So, The Infinite Mage is a good read, great artwork, beautiful, vibrant, just astonishing, you know?
Astonishing.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I will say for my second Malway, it's finally came out of a hiatus. It is now in its final arc. The greatest real estate.
Ah.
Yep, yeah. Developer. And we're at Endgame. And the first chapter for Endgame was so fucking good. And I just want you to know, it was just yapping. It was just straight up yapping. There was no action. There was no there was no comedy. There was no action. Just straight main character locked the fuck in, went, yapped, and everybody was just like, cinema. That's what I'm talking about. Lloyd, let's go. Lock the fuck in. So the greatest real estate is in its final arc, and when that gets to anime, I do look forward to it because I think a lot of people are gonna love it. Because so many people already love this Malway, and it's just like you would not think about just like trying to live like, you know, a wealthy life by doing good deeds, and it's just like, how is this like an isekai, but it's not an isekai type of deal. This guy is working his ass off, but he's also kind of basing shit off of like actual reality.
Okay.
I will say SS Class Revival Hunter is still good. The arc that they are in was dealing with bullying, like bullies in like high school. I'm not gonna say with who, but yeah, sometimes just not fucking bully people, you know, because I'm gonna just be honest, like some people can't take it. They kind of are like,
Bully
you know,
bad.
finishing
No
this
bully
arc.
Squad. No bully squad.
I have to say, the guy who wrote this has kept me intrigued for each arc. Like, I have never just been like, man, each arc is just like fucking great. But like for SS Class Revival Hunter, it's like my man probably went to school. He probably went to college, right? And he's just like, you know what? I love romance. You know what? I love action. I love sci-fi. I'm just gonna, you know, love sci-fi. You know what? Just give some high school drama on this shit. Also, you know what? How about we just fuck it? I'm just gonna combine all these genre into one and just say, here you go. Wow. And I'm gonna somehow tie it all in together. And my man is doing it, and I'm reading it. I'm just like, god damn, this guy's good.
This guy's good.
This guy's good. Like he's the chef.
Cooking.
No, he's not cooking. Yeah. He got other people cooking, but he's also tasting. He's just like, all right, I gotta jump in. So SS Class Hunter is still great, no matter what. I will always recommend that one too. It's other Malway. I said I wanted to talk about 4 things, right?
Yep.
I got one more?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, my last thing that I have been reading of this month.
Yeah.
Doo 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 doo.
Hit me.
Hold up, I have to find it.
Find it.
Okay. I want to say it, but I don't know if it's actually back, and it just only gave me one chapter so far. So I might not talk about it until next one.
Okay,
But like,
that's
I want you to understand. I had like 5 different malways that was just like, we are hiatus, and I was like, fuck. So I've been like always hunting and looking for the newest next thing for myself, and then like I have a whole catalog of stuff.
Oh my god.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's bad. It's bad. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to talk about. I really am. I knew it. All right. You know what? I talk about this one. I don't know if I talk about this one. This one is called Mythical Item Attained.
Oh.
So you and JC would love this.
JC? What?
JC or CJ? What? I think both.
They're very different. No, they're
They-
very different people.
They
Very
laugh
different
at me
tastes.
over this word. They laugh at me over this word that I
Oh my
can't.
gosh, does it involve the Yasugayo? Let's go! The Yerger soul!
So, in a world where technology and magic are almost indistinguishable, I hate this word, from one other, monster and creatures of myth and legend reign terror upon mankind. In humanity's darkest moment, individuals with special godlike power emerge to save the day. They are the awakened.
Wow.
Meet I'm gonna type out his fucking name because
Gotcha.
I ain't gonna try to pronounce his fucking name.
Alright, I got you. Hit me.
Alright, I got you. Right here.
Jaehyun.
Okay, cool.
You
Did
just
not
say
read it
Jay.
like that.
Just say Jay, it's fine.
Yeah, I was, dude, when I look at it, I'm like, J, hell yeah.
Jaehyun, yeah.
A
name's
feeble awakening human raider who struggles to make ends meet until one day a series of confounding events allow him to claim a powerful item that will change the course of history forever. So, I will 100% state this. This deals with motherfucking Odin. Odin's doing some shenanigans and trying to take over mankind. Right? Because it does not state that shit. Does not state it. It's just like you go in, you're just like, all right, there's gonna be a whole bunch of gods and whatnot. No, this is Nordic. This is Nordic. Deals with the tree. Deals with Odin and all his fucking posses of people. And like, don't get me wrong, I love Odin. I actually do. I actually respect the guy. But he's an asshole every time I read anything about him. I was just like, Odin, it's hard to vouch for you.
Oh.
And I think I have only like I respect Odin and I like Odin because of like I think I have a bias to him because of Final Fantasy, 100%. Like that's how I first learned about Odin as a kid. So anytime I hear about Odin, I'm just like, all right, come on, Odin, you're gonna be the knight. You're gonna be the guy on the horse with some armor. Nah, just an old man. Sometimes he loses his eye, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's true.
Sometimes he's an old man, loses his eyes, wants to take over all the realms for some odd fucking reason, and I'm just like, Odin, you're not him.
Wow.
And it deals with Odin.
I understand.
It's like it's how I feel about like I tell people like Final Fantasy 16, right? Played that game. I got to the money match. In my opinion, should have been a money match, which was Infinite versus Odin, and it fucking sucked. I was so disappointed. I really did not finish the game. It should have been the money match.
I wouldn't say it sucked. It definitely wasn't as much as I was hoping for, but
sleeping.
Sucked.
Their money match was Infinite versus Titan, Infinite versus Bahamut, and hell, I would even say Infinite and the fucking win one, Garuda, if that's names, and I'm just like, come on, give Odin's gonna be top of the line, cream of the crop. It's been so long, and then it was just like, oh, you get to fight a man. Fuck you. I don't want to fight a man. I want to fight the man.
Not to mention in the Stormlight archives. At some point, B-plot MC Dalliner walks into his nephew's, the current king.
But I do hope in this
beats
story
the shit
that
out of
Odin
him
is a
for being a
badass.
jackass, and then proceeds to leave, telling his nephew BTW, I'm fucking your mom, and then leaves. Okay, now I am done.
Wow, Ava. Wow, that's amazing. Oh no, Ton. Oh no, Ton.
Wait, what?
What?
I was just listening to what the Redeem was.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Don't worry
Okay.
about that. The Starshine had a lot to say. Don't worry about it.
The game I played recently was Raven Watch with You for the new DLC of Romeo and Juliet, as we both learned that you're good at Juliet, I'm good at Romeo. I'm not good at shooting, so
I thought I was
I
gonna
ain't
really
no
like Romeo.
I thought I was gonna like Juliet, but it didn't work out. It did not work out for me. Otherwise,
This
Star Rail
isn't even Yama,
3.3
this
was.
is Note.
Huh?
Cody said, Yama talking feels like listening to a teacher talk about a different topic, but you're Note.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm calling her out. Don't be sorry. She's gonna be horrified. Hold on. Okay, what were you saying?
I was gonna say I did complete Star Rail 3.3 story. That was fucking amazing. I look forward to actually talking about it, right? In 3.4 when the fake collab comes out. So that's gonna be around like July, maybe. Or like end of June, one of those two. But I look forward to it. The game I saw, I added you and CG and Hex was. I really just think that this is just like a re-skin, and this is weird, and I don't like saying this.
Okay.
Of DFO. I don't like saying this because the game has some oomph to it, and it's different. It's a different take of like if it was DFO, I'd be like hell yeah, 100%. It's like more anime and everything like that. But I'm just like, man, like I could be playing DFO, but like this is DFO, but on mobile, and you could play it on your PC. But since my PC is ass, I'm playing it mobile, and this shit is fucking easy as fuck, and I don't know how to feel about it. There is a Berserker class, and I jumped right into it, and I don't understand Berserker class in this game because I ain't doing how I feel that I should be doing as a Berserker, and I don't know how to explain it, right? Like Berserker is supposed to do a lot of damage at low health. I barely, and I play Berserker just like that. I play like a brain dead person at a keyboard. I'm like, ooh, bunga bunga, fuck it, you're dead. That's how I play Berserker. Don't think, bug.
Okay,
And I hit buttons. It's the truth. That's how I play Tryndamere in League of Legends.
Oh,
That's how
God.
I play Berserker and DFO. That's how I play Berserker and DF Duel. That's how I play Raven and L Sword. Anytime I can just super turn off my brain and just say, fuck health, I can just attack you and I don't care. 10 out of 10. Now, when you say, hey, you have a gauge, and you don't explain this gauge to me, and I see this gauge, and I'm like, what does this fucking gauge do every time I am using my character? I can't turn it off. I'm like, what does 17 mean? What does 12% mean? Why is it going up very slowly? How do I make it rise faster? How do I spin this gauge? It upsets me. I can't turn off my brain, Sleepy. And I'm at level 35. And I'm almost at my second awakening, which is at 45.
It has to be like this. I'm sorry.
I want to turn off my brain, Sleepy.
You can't.
I want to be a berserker.
You can't. I'm sorry.
But those are all the games. I haven't listened to any music or watched any new movies or any new TV shows because there's nothing out for me. So
Nothing out
that's
for you.
all. But I will say thank you for listening to me talk about my 4 Malways and
Of course.
letting me talk about the 3 games that I've been playing.
Yeah.
Because that game literally just came out like 3 days ago. And I'm like, alright, I'll try it. I try it.
You try it. You didn't.
So let's get Luna in here. I will not take up any of your time. Thank you for having me. Remember that me turning off my brain is a great thing.
No.
Bye.
Bye, Notan. Take care. Who was that? Notan. I can't stop Notan once he starts going. I can't stop him once he started. He's so powerful.
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it. You know what? I could use a puff too.
Smoking drugs. Just fix
49% high, I'll take it. Rabble, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it. Just get there. We need Kabu. Oh, dark hours. Sorry, Carmington. I yoink. This is my wife.
Hello.
Hi, Bubble.
Rubble.
How you?
I'm doing alright. I don't think I have too much. I bought some. That's really it. Oh, no, and I started watching a new anime. Not new,
Turn
but
off brain
good for
and
me.
berserker time high damage.
Okay, I don't know. Do you want me to start off with a manga or anime? What do you think?
Manga. Mango.
The mango.
The mango.
The actual thing, or like the actual real thing that I read first, or BL?
Are you saying BL's not risk?
BL first?
No, it's too real than BL. Then
Okay.
it's easy to.
Okay. So I picked up it. I don't think it was originally a one shot. I think it's like an omnibus of like 2 volumes in one, but it was sold as one thing, right? It's called Stardust Family. This is a complete omnibus, so I'm inclined to believe that it was like 2 volumes originally. So it's about this world where you know how like there's the continuous thing of the birth rate in Japan is very low, and you know, okay, so it plays off that, but also we want there to be less abuse in families and children should be happy. So we have this special team of children that go and test parents to test to see if they'll be good parents before they're allowed to be parents.
This needs to be real.
Right? So it follows the story of this inspector named Hikari, and he is like super, you know, just stoic in his role. He goes to these families. The rule is that like the family he goes to visit, they're supposed to give him a name or like the name of what they want their child to be, sort of thing. And he basically does things to like misbehave and test their patience and, you know, make sure that they're fit to be good parents.
Yeah.
And then he gets sent to a couple, and he's just very confused because they're unlike any other couple that he's tested before.
Oh.
In a good way, yeah.
Ooh.
So it's the couple is a what's it called? He's like a teacher. The husband is like a teacher, or what's it called? A tutor, I should say. And the wife is, I think, what's it called? Like a social worker or something. And they seem perfect. They're like happy with each other. They treat each other well. And this isn't spoilers because it happens within like the first like 2 chapters. The husband is like, I want you to fail us as caregivers.
Oh.
And he's just like, what the fuck? Why am I here then? You could have just like not taken the test. And people like beg for me to pass them. And even if you show me that you're, you know, even if you tell me this and you show that you're good, I'm still gonna pass you, sort of thing. So he's just trying to find out, why would this man want me to fail these two as caregivers? Why would anyone even want that? I don't understand. Everyone wants this. It's like a social status to be able to be parents in this world. So he goes around and he's like trying to figure this out, and like as he's figuring it out, he finds a lot about the wife's dark past and how she was brought up, and he's trying to figure out why would the husband want to fail them. And he gives this boy Hikari the reason of, we're fine without having children, we're happy as we are, but people keep pushing us to. And he's like, that can't be the truth. Spoilers, it isn't, but I won't tell you what the actual truth is behind the whole thing if you're interested in reading it, because it's a short read. But essentially, Hikari kind of like falls in love with these parents, and he starts to like wonder why more people can't be like them, or like more people can't, like, you know, be kind to him like that. And it reminds him, I guess, of the very, 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 very first person he tested, and how he like fell in love with her too, and then didn't understand why he couldn't be or contact his prior like testes. I guess. Yeah. So it's just a whole issue of trauma in this poor child because he has to, test all these parents and go through all this shit. But yeah.
No.
And there's a twist to it. It's a really strange twist. There's a really strange twist at the end.
A twist.
That kind of put me off, right? And I was just like, this is really weird. I don't know
It put you off.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this about it. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it ties in with like a fairy tale that they talk about within the story.
Yeah.
But it's just very strange, and it kind of comes in left field, and I was just kind of like, I guess this is how they're doing this.
Oh.
I don't want to spoil too much because it's very short, and I don't want to spoil any like weird happenings. Just know that something happens left field, and you're just kind of like, I guess that's their reasoning for all of this. It makes sense, but also
I have one question.
Yes.
Would you say that twist made you regret reading it? Did it like ruin the experience?
No.
You're like,
no.
Okay, I'm just curious.
The experience. It was just more of like, I see. It makes a lot of sense, but it's weird.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
Not enough to taint the whole thing. You're like, yeah, I still like it, but okay.
I wasn't.
That happened.
It was so jarringly like. How do I explain it?
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just curious.
I don't know if I want to explain it further or it's gonna spoil it.
No, let's just leave. I was just curious if you were like, I don't know if I'd even like that now.
No. It's not. It's nothing like bad or problematic.
Yeah.
It's more of just like it's weird.
I was just curious. Yeah, all right.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Stardust Family, and it's short. Let's see, how many pages was this? It'll tell me.
Excuse me.
445 pages of manga. So, and it's like 10 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
Short.
Okay.
And then there's BL.
Hell yeah.
It's called Sick. Literally just called Sick.
You're sick.
Yeah, basically. 2 college students. Yippee, adults. We love adults.
We do love adults.
Yeah, college students, and it was pretty generic, straightforward. Yeah, sometimes you just need the generic, straightforward stuff because it's cute and it's comforting.
Sometimes you do. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'll just read the back of it. It says, Pseudo is living his life to the fullest. He's handsome, smart, and from a well-off family, and never for want of a girlfriend. Surrounded by friends, Pseudo's campus life was going out without a hitch, or so he thought. Pseudo begins to tease one of his timid antisocial classmates, Kishi, and eventually it becomes a fun part of his daily routine when ... That's the entire manga. Just like this sociable guy, and he's not even doing or bullying or being mean. He just teases this antisocial kid every so often and gets him to talk to him.
Aww.
And he's just he's cute. Oh no. I wanna talk to him. Yeah. It's just
That's cute. That's cute.
And things happen because it's BL.
Wink.
Wink wonk.
Where's it go on the citrus scale, Ruff? That's not an answer. That's a. Lemon, got it.
Yes.
Got it. I got it. I got you. I got you.
Yeah, it's a lemon.
You'll only understand if you're old, it's fine. It's pretty citrusy. There you go.
Yeah, it's definitely a lemon.
Cody just goes full caps, lemon? Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's cute. I mean, it's like it's a short little one shot.
Yeah.
And the author goes, "This is my second book release ever. It would make me happy if you enjoyed it. I'm hungry."
That's relatable.
Right?
Oh my gosh.
No, not melon. Lemon.
Cuddy needs to read that. It's called Sick.
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 Yep, just sick.
It's a manga called Sick. Check it out. Not if you expect
to. It's very soft. It's very fua fua.
Fwa fwa, yay.
I'm just making sure I'm looking at this right. Yeah. The lemon happens in a car.
Let's go! Let's go! Car lemon!
Car lemon!
Car lemon!
Yippee!
Yippee!
Okay. Games I played. Sea of Stars DLC.
Yeah.
You know about that. Hot Zale and Hot Valere.
Hot Zale and Hot Valere, let's go.
And I don't know. I really like the DLC so far. I'm actually really loving it. Mostly because we get a little bit more personality and like insight on Zale and Valere.
We do, because like in their original journey, like they were obviously important, but I feel like we learned so much more and saw so much more from everyone else, because they were just kind of like, we gotta do the thing.
And like that's fine, but also like I kind of wish, because they're more of like they're speaking protagonists. It's like I wanted more from them, and this is kind of giving it.
Yeah, I agree, because like I loved the little bits we got of them, but wanted
This
more.
makes me love
and
them
this
more.
this is great. This is letting them be more like fleshed out.
And you get like a little bit of insight on like their flaws instead of them being like. I'm not gonna say that they were perfect in the original.
Yeah.
But like, because they barely spoke about, their personal feelings very much, it was like, okay, so they're like almost without flaw, but
Yeah, which I get because of like the story and how they were raised and like their whole purpose, but still, even more because of that, I wanted to like hear more from them, because it was like such a rigid, strict upbringing and like goals in life. They're like, yeah, our whole life is to just do our solstice thing. That's it. We've dedicated every second since we were like 9.
right?
And it's like, well, that's kind of a big thing. You guys have any
Right?
feelings on that? We gotta do it.
And
oh.
right? Yeah, we just have to do it. We just have to do it.
Even when bad things happen, they're like, well, that sucked, but we kind of just gotta keep going, which I get, but also
I can't wait for you to meet Hot Valere.
I can't wait to meet Hot Valere. They need to stop letting me wander around doing side things, because I need to go meet Hot Valere.
Yes. And just remember my theory because of, Hot Zale.
Yes.
Don't you just want to go ape shit?
I'm fully ready.
Oh my god. Okay. And then as for anime, I haven't watched anything like that's new or recent. But for me, I started Apothecary Diaries.
Let's go! That counts because it's still ongoing.
It is ongoing.
The season airing right now.
Oh, season 2 is airing right now. I see. Well, I'm catching up on season 1.
The manga moves at such a glacial pace. I'm suffering.
Oh no!
It's okay because it's really good. But how are you feeling? How far are you? How are you feeling? What's going on, Mao Mao or Oshi?
Yeah, Mao Mao is our Oshi. We love Mao Mao. I love Mao Mao.
Love Mao Mao.
I'm also really impressed with how they handled the whole Verdigris house. And just like concubines in general, and like that whole, without over sexualizing it.
Yeah, and without like
while
disrespecting. Yeah. Like they still let it be like sexy, but without being like, this is just to be sexy. Like no, they actually they're pretty respectful about that stuff while still letting themselves be silly.
And like it's not focused on that, which is also really great, because it's like I've seen so many, anime where it's just like, oh, it's the booba girl, and she's gonna boobily boob around everyone and just booba booba, and it's just, I'm tired of that.
I think it's funny that when there is that, it's Mao Mao the one, she's like, wow, boobs. So, she's like, damn, girls, you got some boobs, I don't.
Right? It's not even the men like ogling them. She's like, God fucking damn it, you got some booba.
Right?
I love Momo, and I love that. Oh my god. I've been watching this for so long, but names just escape me right now. Hold on 1 second.
You good? Oh my gosh, Ikari, yeah. Yeah, Mao Mao suggesting literal paizuri.
Yes! Holy shit!
She's like, yeah, I mean... But they're not weird about it, okay? It's just...
No, she doesn't... It's also just implied that she says that.
It's just implied, Look, when you're working within the world that the setting is in, with, like, the literal concubines, and, like, their relationships with the emperor, and, like, kids and stuff all being important, like, sex exists.
Yeah.
It is pretty important. It's not, like, over-sexualized, but it exists, and it's important in the world because of the setting that it's in.
I mean, is it really... I don't really want to talk too far into it if no one else has... If Kami hasn't watched it
That's
yet.
all I'm saying about that.
No, I mean, like, where I'm at. Because... how do I say... Jinchi almost died. That part. I also like Jinchi. I'm actually surprised. Like, normally I hate that, like, character archetype where it's just kind of like, oh my god. Like, I'm Mao Mao in that situation. Like, can you shut up?
Right. But I also love him.
I do. I also love him because he's like, oh, I actually care, and he does actually care, and he's got, like, some deep backstory that it's like, oh man, it's pretty obvious, but also just say it out loud. Like,
I'll tell you now, you're gonna be waiting for a long time.
Yup. I can tell.
The anime's actually almost caught up to the manga. Sorry, I had to put that in case anyone's watching it. Like, that's how slow it is. It's almost caught up to the manga.
Oh my god.
Go on.
Would you say that the anime is doing a good job at representing the manga? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I have too much manga and too much other things going on to have more manga on my plate at this moment, unfortunately. So I don't mind waiting for the manga to do its thing so it can have more anime eventually.
Yeah. And I think it's a pretty good adaptation.
I do like all the characters. I like Gelshin. I like Lee Haku. I actually surprisingly like Lee Haku a lot.
Yeah.
Like, get a man that respects you like Lee Haku does.
Please. Please. I love him.
He's silly. He's so silly. And I love actually like I actually love all of the concubines as well.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, I really like that too. They treat them like people, and it's not just like Mean Girl City. Which it can be, but it's not as simple as that.
I mean, there were definitely parts where it was like, it's Mean Girl City, but it's not, it wasn't even like between the
concubines.
The concubines, really. And like one of them early on, like in the first like 2 episodes, had like a crash out for a very real reason.
Yeah.
To lash out. But like, she wasn't, like, she's not inherently mean.
No, like there are emotions, but there's a lot going on, and you know sometimes bad things happen or there's like drama or whatever. But especially between the concubines, it's not played for just like straight like, oh wow, here's like one girl you can like, and all the others are just like benches. You know, like
yeah, like
they've got their own feelings and
like
motivations.
Yeah, and they're human, and it's like, oh, this is nice.
It is.
I would kind of also like to explain it as like, it's Sherlock Holmes. If Sherlock Holmes was like a 19-year-old girl obsessed with poison.
Oh my gosh, Mal.
That's I think the best way I can sum up that series. Without spoiling anything too terribly. It's Sherlock Holmes if Sherlock Holmes was a 19-year-old girl in ancient China obsessed with poison.
Ikari says Gao Shun doesn't get paid enough, if she's being honest.
She's right.
You're right, though.
We love Gao Shun as well. Like, I like all the characters. There has not been like a character I dislike at this moment, except for like maybe one, but I feel like you're supposed to dislike him. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
I get
he's
what you mean.
made to be disliked. Yeah.
Yeah.
And other than that, I don't think I really have anything else. I'm playing in Suffering and Trauma, I mean in Stars and Time. And that's just about it. And I'm still reading Magie Lumiere, which if you haven't already, you should
check it out.
Definitely check it out.
Check it out.
It's really good. Adult magical girls.
Yes. We need more. Need more adult magical girls.
Okay. I won't keep you for much longer, but I think that's it for my end.
Okay, Rabu.
Hello, Rabu.
Thank
I
you.
hope you have a good night. Have a good rest of your stream.
Thank you. I love you. Thanks for chatting with me.
Love you too.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
I miss her already. That was my life. I agree, Cuddy. I agree. I had Pat in here. Let's see. I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer either. Hold on. Let me pull up my little blare. Blare. I've mentioned it before, and I pinged about it in the Discord. But tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern, we will be having our mental health awareness, BPD awareness, informational yap stream. So, yeah, just some things. Again, I know I harp on it, but I know that these kinds of topics can be like difficult for some people. I don't want anyone to get upset or like accidentally triggered or like walk in and be like, ah, you know. So it will be a mental health focused stream, and I want to be very clear about that, just for everyone's own comfort, peace of mind. If that's not your cup of tea or you're worried about how you'll feel, that's totally okay. It will be Twitch only because I feel like juggling everything I'll be talking about and 2 chats will be a lot. But I will upload like the VOD, maybe edit it or something. We'll see. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to share tomorrow, you are more than welcome to. I want it to be an open dialogue where we can chat and be vulnerable but still have fun. We'll be raising a little bit of money for charity through To Write Love on Her Arms, a charity very near and dear to my heart. We'll talk more about them tomorrow, but yeah. As for if we like hit that charity goal, I'm not too sure. We'll figure something out. Some sort of, I don't know, thing we can do or something, what have you. But that's kind of just in tandem with what we're doing. I want to spread some awareness. I want to talk, and I'll be very vulnerable, which I'm nervous about. So you'll be learning about me on a personal level. So watch out for that too. Because it's going to involve my mental health as well. But yeah. Just again, wanted to preface that, you know, make sure everyone is okay and knows what we're getting into. I don't think it's gonna be like super dark and mysterious or anything. Just you can trauma dump if you are so comfortable and you keep your personal information safe, Ikari. You know, that's okay. I very much want to facilitate open dialogues about this sort of thing. It's very near and dear to my heart. It's very important to me. We've done it in the past, but this one's going to be a little bit more candid on my end and a little bit more direct in what we are speaking about. It's going to be BPD focused, but it is still just for mental health in general. So if you know, you don't have to ask stuff just about that or share stuff just about that. But yeah. Again, I just want everyone to stay safe and, you know, do my best to mitigate any potential issues or upset or anything that could happen, because I care very much about the starshines. Care very much about you. I feel like I'm being overly concerned, but that's just how I do things, you know? That's just how I do things, you know what I mean, Jillibean? But I look forward to seeing you there tomorrow if you want to be. It'll be fun. For the first like 15-20 minutes, we'll probably just chit chat. We'll do like all our bot stuff, and then I'll probably turn off a lot of the more distracting ones. Staring at you guys, staring at myself. just to keep things a little more a little less, yeah. Yeah, like that one. Exactly. Which I love, and I love being silly and chaotic with all the stuff that I put here for us to play with. But yeah, exactly.
Smoking
Just fix it. Yeah. Let's do all of it at once.
Stop winning.
All of it at once. Let's go. Oh my gosh. So close to being nice. Hi.
Smoking drugs.
Just fix it. I'm gonna look for someone to raid.
Let's go gambling.
Aw, dang it. Oh my gosh. Hi, Zaku. A 4. Watch this. Oh. You tried. You tried. You almost, you know, you were not that far off. You were not that far off. Let's see. But, oh, you're trying too fast. You're trying too fast. You're pushing the bot. You're pushing it. That's a sick... Sleepy bot isn't too slow. Hell yeah, Yukari, I'm excited. I'm excited to hear. I'm looking for someone to read. You know what? What if we just... I'm squinting. I'm squinting. Why are there so many? Sure, hit me, I have a couple, but raid someone on a whim. It's when I have too many friends streaming, I feel bad picking, you know? I'm like, I don't know. So it would maybe be Peach or Yin. Because it's been a minute since I've gotten to raid either of them. I don't think you get another month because the bot can't reassign it. Oh, okay. Let me. Yeah. We'll raid Sky Limit. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be good. Be safe. Lumi! Love Lumi. If you're reading with us on Twitch, we typically do Sleepy Invade with or without the follower emo. If you're on YouTube, you get to just sit there and look pretty. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, keep rolling until you perish, I suppose. Be good, be safe. See ya, starshines. Bye-bye, shills!